Hello, good afternoon. Today we'll be learning how to make a slippers. To make a slippers, we either build sole or we buy ready-made sole. But today I'll be building sole using Mako. Here with me is Mako 4. This is a plain Mako 4, and this is Mako 8. We have from Mako 1 to 8. Mako 2 is thicker than Mako 1. Mako 3 is thicker than Mako. The higher you go, the thicker it gets. So I'll be using a combination of Mako 8. This Mako 8, it has design here, and Mako 4. The Mako 4 will be my insole, while the Mako 8 will be my outsole. The part of your slippers touching the ground directly is called the outsole, while that part you place your leg on directly is called the insole. Here is my pattern for the sole. There are 3 ways in which you can draw this pattern. One is copy and paste. Copy and paste is when you take a ready-made shoe and you trace out the sole on your cardboard. Then we also have shoelace method, the process whereby you take a shoelace and you trace that shoelace on your cardboard. Then the third process is the process whereby you trace out your leg or the leg of whoever you are using to get out the pattern. This I have done with a ready-made sole. So I'm going to place this on my Mako 4 and my Mako 8 to get my insole and my outsole. It's always good that after you get out your pattern, you label it left and right. L for left and R for right, so that you don't make the mistake of drawing a single leg twice. So I'm going to place this. When you are tracing, you don't trace on the right surface, you trace on the wrong surface. So I have marked the pattern on my Mako 8 and also on my Mako 4. Now I'm going to cut them out. Here is my 2 insole, the left and the right, and here is my outsole. They are going to be on top each other. So now that I have my sole ready, I will go to the upper pattern. These are the 3 patterns I'm using for my design. You must know what you want to do before you start sketching. I already have an idea of what I want to do. That's why I've sketched this. The design I'm doing on top of my sole is going to have these 3 different patterns. So I'm going to sketch this pattern on the leather I am going to use. That means I'll be sketching 2 of this, 2 of this, and 2 of this. That's for my left and right. Each leg is carrying these 3 patterns. This is the leather I'm using, so I'm going to trace each pattern on it. Note that whatever pattern you draw, you check it on your shoelace. This is called a shoelace. As you can see, I'm doing a baby size. You check it and be sure that that pattern goes under the sole. If it's too long, you trim it off. Like I have this now, it's too long. I will trim it a little bit so that I will not waste my leather when tracing on it. You check. It must not be too long. So I'm okay with this. So I'm going to trace this on my leather. So I'm done cutting out the pattern. If you look closely, I did not cut on the line. I cut out leaving allowance because I want to fold the edges. I don't want this sharp edge. I want to fold it inside so that I'm having a smooth edge like this. So I'm going to apply gum on each and every of the pattern. Sorry for the noise. Our cooker is really not a quiet place. So I'm going to apply gum on it and fold the edges. Now I have folded the edges. You can see each and every one of it has been folded. I cannot leave this part like this. It's looking very rough. So I'm going to line it. When I mean line, I'm going to cover it with another leather. You can use shoe lining to line, but I'm going to use the same leather I've used to cover the back. All you just need to do is take your pattern, then trace. You can see I've traced it on the leather. I'm going to apply gum here and also apply gum on each of the patterns and gum them together before I sew. After applying gum on both surfaces, you just place them together the way you have marked it on the leather. Then the next thing is we are going to sew. I'm going to trim this out this way. So I'm going to sew this on my machine. So now I'm going to run my machine through. I'm done sewing, so I'm going to trim it out. I'm done trimming everything out. For this particular pattern, that's this one, you can see the shape is different. It's going to carry a buckle. This is my buckle. So I'm going to make a hole where I want it. Then I'm going to insert it. I'll be using my small punch to make the hole. This is my small punch. So I'll be using it to make the hole where I want the buckle to be. I've inserted the buckle, so I'm going to mark the points where I want the pin to enter. This is the pin of the buckle, so I'm going to mark the points, then make a hole. You can see where I marked, so I'm going to place for both and right leg together and punch at the same time, so that I don't have one going back and one going forward. I'm going to punch both at the same time. So just lay it on top of each other, then punch at once. This is my small punch, and I'll hit it with my hammer. So I will insert my buckle. So this is what I have. Now I'm going to attach this pattern with this pattern. Let me describe the way it's going to be using my shoe lace. This is what I am going to have. I'm going to lap this one carrying the buckle and this other one together. I'm going to sew it on the machine so that they are both together as one pattern before fixing to my sole. So I have joined them together at this point. You can see I can't pull it off. Also, this part I'm going to also sew it down so it's not coming off and my buckle is not moving away from there. So at the end of the day, this is the design I'll be having for my slippers. This buckle part in front, then this other stringle strand will stay here. So let's continue. Now I want to fix the pattern where it's meant to be. I'm going to place the first pattern immediately after the opening of this shoe lace, just immediately after the opening. Then I'm going to mark it on my insole because I'm going to make a hole. So I'm going to mark how wide this place is so that I will know the hole I'm going to make. If I don't measure this, at the end of the day, it won't be up to. This thing might not size it. So I need to measure. Also, I'm going to mark where this is going to be. You must know the wideness. If not, you end up creating a hole bigger than what you want, or you end up creating a hole smaller than what you want. So now I'm going to use my punch and make the hole. After making this hole,